Well, hello and good afternoon to everyone. I should say, yeah, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, no matter, and how we won't know what time you're seeing this. So we greet you this afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to a moment with CK, and I am excited this month. That's why you see me stumbling and getting all excited because listen, it's what. Women's History Month. Women, we rock, correct? We rock, right, women? We rock. Come on now, women. We rock. Welcome, welcome, Miss White. Welcome to those that are catching it live and that will catch it on the replay. We are excited tonight because, listen, we are women with purpose. And we don't want to lose that purpose. We don't want to be defeated because of circumstance, but we want to continue to rise, as I always say, and shine like the diamonds, the beautiful diamonds that we are. Not a tall, short, medium, however you flow. However you flow, but we are excited. We rock. Yes, we do. Women, I feel like playing the Beyonce song. Who wrote this? Girls do. Hey. Yes, we do. But we have to have the right attitude. We have to have the right mindset. And we have to do it with class and dignity. Come on, somebody. We are amazing and awesome. And we have so much to give to this world till we became vice president, okay? Until we became vice president. Better ask somebody. Okay? You better ask somebody. We became vice president, okay? That's what it's all about as we take step by step. And I'm excited because I started this journey with inviting these amazing women. And trust me, you are going to get a lot tonight. As we talk about divas, we're going to break that down because Michelle Garrett, that person next to me, she broke that down in such a way to bring us into such another level of understanding who we really are. And it's not that diva with the attitude and all that. It's more to it than that. It's more to it than that. But are you ready tonight? Are you ready tonight? Well, again, welcome. And I thank you so much for joining me and my guest, Michelle D. Garrett. Listen, I miss her because we've been connected for a long time and we just don't know how to act when we get together.
Absolutely.
We really don't. Listen, when I met her, I'm like, we were both laughing because I didn't realize she was that tall and she didn't realize I was that tall. So we had fun with it. We had fun with it, but we made it. It worked. You know what I mean? We just had fun with it. And we continue. And that's how you have to do. Just continue. But let me introduce myself. As I was giving people a moment to come in, I am CK. I am your travel assistant, CEO and owner of KM Travels. I just basically love helping individuals, couples, families see new adventures and so much more, and I am also an author. And with this amazing woman, I became an author with her also, and we're going to talk about this diva affirmations. Listen, listen, you need to get your hands on this, women, because there is so much amazing information about affirmations, and we're going to talk about that tonight. And also, I am a motivational, inspirational speaker, and I just love connecting to you. So, listen, let me briefly share, and then she's going to also talk a little bit more about who she is, who she serves, and what she literally does. Michelle D. Garrett is the founder of Divas with a Purpose. Listen, I'm a part of that community, and I'm telling you, it's powerful. Listen to what I'm saying. It's powerful. A community that empowers, educates, and encourages women on their daily walk, personally and professionally. She wants female entrepreneurs, notice how she's focused, to embrace their inner diva and become driven, inspired, victorious, and called to action while learning to make money by showing up consistently. She's a wife, a mom, and a mental health advocate. And she teaches women in business how to find the right for them, balance between family, life, and work. And I'm telling you, all of it is true. Welcome, Michelle. Welcome. I am so excited to have you, and thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk to my audience and share with your audience as we are celebrating Women's Month, Women's History Month. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, CK. I appreciate being here. I really do. And that covered it all. I mean, I'm my community is Divas with a Purpose. I believe we're all divas inside and out. And so I am just here to pour into your community, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do so and to talk about a project that is near and dear to my heart.
Wow. I was excited about this because I truly believe in affirmations.
Mhm.
I truly believe in affirmations because what you say about yourself is what you become, is who you are. And we're going to start off like that, and we're going to talk about this book. And yes, you can get this book, you can inbox her, inbox me, all of that information. And yes, happy Monday, sir.
Yesterday was the first day of spring, or was it today? It is the beginning of
Yes.
spring.
Oh,
We're in a new
yesterday
season.
was the first day of spring. It was. So we're talking about this now because it's been a while. And when we were talking about it, when her and I were talking about it, we were laughing because, I said, I got to get my books because I got my book, but I got to get my books to share. But Diva's affirmations are, yes. Yeah, definitely. And I'm telling you, and we have to have these affirmations as we move forward to keep going. And it's called they're positive. And we're, as PT is here, we're always talking about that positive affirmations. Positivity breaks a lot of chains
Mhm.
and stress and difficulties. But if you don't know how to affirm your own self, who's going to affirm you?
Very
You
true.
know? Right. So what talk about this book a little bit, and then we're going to go into the first DD, which is that first D that we were talking about.
Driven. So honestly, the idea for the book came from just personal experiences that I had. So I had a mental health crisis in 2019, And a big part of my healing was incorporating affirmations into my daily routine. I'll be honest, before then, I really wasn't an affirmations chick, just because the affirmations that I always saw and I was introduced to were like these flowy, like they didn't seem as though they were things that could apply to my day to day. And so what I learned was that, we need to create those affirmations that are going to help us where we're at, no matter how we're feeling. And so a lot of the affirmations that are in this book, they're straight to the point. They're affirmations that are going to help you where you're at so that you are able to really be able to focus in on your personal growth and development. We do want to focus on, the things that are going on in the future and building upon those things, but these are real affirmations that everyday women can utilize, implement, and relate to.
And that's what really excited me about this book and being a part of this project, that you can really relate to these affirmations, generally speaking, because they're affirming, and they're also the way that the book is written, we also give some type of, like you said, some background, and we share, because all of us that put anything into it, we experienced certain things, and that's how we came to these affirmations. Like mine is, I am more than a conqueror. And I can say that because when you've gone through certain experiences, you understand what that really means.
Yep.
Being more than a conqueror, from the word of God, but also you're naturally going through things. And I tell you, anything I've learned, especially through this COVID situation, is I am more than a conqueror in the midst of it all. And then I started reading some of the other affirmations, and I was like, wow, these are really, really powerful. I am, victorious. And this is not just for women. This is also the men can also connect with this, because that positivity flows when you start doing all of that. So we're going to talk about the first letter in the divas that we were talking about, which is driven.
Mhm.
And we're going to talk about that because as women, and men, we have to be driven. And I want you to talk about that, Michelle, as when you set that up in what you're doing. What does driven actually, what are you talking about when you say being driven?
It's 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 having a sense of purpose and having meaning within your life. So the things that are going to motivate us to get up each and every day and do the things that we need to do. And it's just as simple and straightforward as that. A lot of times we think about being productive and just doing things and checking things off of our life, but we want to make sure that the things that we are doing, they have a purpose behind them, that they are really aligned with the things that we are called to do within our daily walk.
And what really is catching me, and I'm just expanding it a little bit, is when you saying being the purpose.
Mhm.
The purpose. And one of the things we cannot do, and I was just talking to you a little bit about it, or we shouldn't allow, let me put it like that, because I know it's not easy at times. There's so many things that can overwhelm us. If you're a mom, you have the children, you're a
Mhm.
wife, you have your husband, I mean, there's so many things. And then you may just have family that's connected to you in a certain way, and it can really be a dream when you're talking about trying to stay driven,
Yep.
trying to stay focused on your purpose, trying to not lose the focus of going to the destiny that's there for you, and I keep talking about it because I think the biggest loop that any of us have had, in the midst of it all, and I'm not saying it's COVID for everybody, it's COVID. being shut in
Mhm.
and not
Mhm.
being able to do what you normally would do. And, and still now we're still fighting with it because this one doesn't want to wear the mask and that one, and I'm not getting vaccinated. That's that's against this. And it's not easy. So when you're talking about, driven, what is driving you?
Exactly. Exactly. And that's, I
Every
think, is the
day that
question.
you every day that you get up, what is driving you? What is pushing you? Is it your children? Is it the person that you're with? Is it just you wanting to leave a legacy? What is driving you? Because sometimes we just don't want to get up.
We don't. I know that feeling oh too well.
Help me out, sis. We don't
I
want to get
know.
up. Because of the overwhelmingness, or it could be anything. But we just don't want to get up,
Yep. So
But when you're driven, something winds up driving you to get up,
yeah.
to defeat, to stand up and stand strong and defeat all those things that are negativity, all those things that are just
Absolutely.
not a part of the plan, as I would say.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
just not a part of the plan. But it's up to you to be driven. It's up to you to be driven. Let's go to let's chat about the next part of what we, when you talk about, diva, being a diva with a purpose.
The
We're talking that.
I was gonna say so the next one is the I, so that's being inspiring in your day-to-day life, and so I believe that one of the best ways to inspire others is by showing them what you're capable of doing. And being the best version of who you are on a daily basis. And so that's where having the confidence in your abilities and just trusting in yourself and your vision and your purpose and in the path that God has laid out for you when you are working and walking in your purpose.
Say it one more time. Working
And
and
walking.
walking in your purpose.
Absolutely.
Working and walking in your purpose. Because we all have a purpose.
Absolutely.
No matter, there's no big, great, small, little. We all have a purpose. And it's up to us to connect to that purpose. Because I won't even say find,
Mhm.
because it comes from within you. So it's
Mhm.
up to you to connect with that purpose. And women, we have so much that's there. We
Yep.
carry life. You know what I mean? We carry
That's true.
life. And I think there's nothing more amazing than that. To carry life and to bring light into the world. And don't take that lightly.
Nope.
Don't take that nonchalantly. Oh no. The miracle of birth is amazing. And for a woman to have to carry a child 9 months and 8 months or 7 months, because depending on the circumstance,
Right.
it's a lot. And then trying to get your body back in shape and
Look,
all of
11
that
years
stuff.
later.
And sometimes it just doesn't even come back to that type of circumstance. But the bottom line is inspire. Instead of, again, we're talking about that negativity and that fight. When you're driven in the right perspective, you'll inspire.
Exactly.
When you're driven in the right perspective, you'll inspire, because someone will hear you and get excited about what you're saying and what you're doing. And I love that, Michelle, that when you get up each day, how are you inspiring? How are you inspiring yourself? How are you inspiring the people around you, your children, your husband? Yeah, ladies, we gotta inspire them too.
Everyone
Yes,
that we I really believe like when we encounter people on our daily walk, there's even if it's just a quick, hi or hello, there's just that interaction, there's an exchange of energies and just how we are showing up to people, that just that alone can make an impact in somebody's
and a
life. It can
smile.
change their, yeah, like if someone's having a bad day, being able
Just a
to just smile at
smile.
them and say, I hope, hey, have a great day. You look great. Like I am one of those people where I don't have a problem complimenting people, because you never know like what that person is going through, and
Going
how that simple
through.
comment, that simple smile will make a difference. And it's just those small actions that we can do that can be inspiring to somebody else and shift and change the dynamic of their attitude and their day.
And it's so funny because, um PC was talking about checking on someone. And, just saying, I had someone that I was very close with while I was working, and she said, "I'm doing they call it a wellness check," and I just
Mhm.
smiled because I was like, "That was so awesome."
I love that.
Because I didn't have to, and she didn't care that I didn't speak to her for how long or whatever, but just reaching out made a difference. And she had no idea at the time that she was reaching out, I really needed her
Mhm.
to reach out.
That
She
is
didn't
wonderful.
know. And these are the things that inspiring makes a difference. What are we putting on our social media?
That,
What are we, how are we communicating with others? How are we treating others?
all of
Are
that
we,
makes a difference.
all of that makes a difference. It inspires others. It makes a big, big difference in inspiring others and bringing hope to someone, and, one of the things I know, God is love. And the way that you handle other people, how can you love God who you don't see and don't know how to love people that you do see
Amen.
every day? Just saying hello, just no competition. No, listen, it comes to a point where you got to know how to work together. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean we have to agree on everything. No. But that inspiration, and that listen, and that driven makes a difference, you know. So let's go to the go ahead.
V. V. So the V is for being victorious.
Mm.
And so the thing about being victorious is like it's a mindset. It's truly a mindset. We can't control the circumstance of our lives. Things are going to happen. We've seen that with COVID, where the shifts and the changes that we've had to make because of it. But even though we can't control that, we can control how we react to them. And so having that victorious mindset allows us to rise above. It allows us to have a more positive and productive attitude, to where we are able to face the circumstances that we face on a regular basis, and we can move forward, we can grow, and we can just continue to become a better version of ourselves, because we believe that we're able to make it through. And that mindset, like when you shift and change your mindset, that's one of the first things that's going to help you to be successful in your personal and your professional life. Because if we walk around with that, I can't do it, or it's too hard, or, I wish this and whatever, it's like, okay, you already failed. Like when I talk to the people that I work with, or if they're my mastermind group, like if they already know, number one, not to come in there with that attitude with me, because I'm the wrong person. They
um
already
um
you know, you already know.
mm,
You've been there. But, the words that we speak, that goes back to these affirmations. The words that we speak, not only that we're speaking out loud, but also that we're speaking and saying to ourselves. So the
Yeah.
self-talk that we're giving, that will shape how we show up first and foremost for ourselves. And so if you decide that I can do this, I am going to make a way. Like, it's not going to be easy. Not everything's going to be easy. So go ahead and face the fact it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy,
Can you
but
can
I'm
you can
going
you
to,
can you
huh?
say that one more
It's
time?
not
From
going to be
the
easy.
back.
It's not
From
going to be
the back.
easy. Y'all,
It's just not. You
it's not,
know.
it's not going to be easy, but we have to do
Mhm.
it because there's just like that's part of life. How are we going to grow? How are we going to move forward if we don't do those things that we are called to do? It was put within inside us. If there's a dream that you have, if there's a passion that you have, God gave it to you. Guess what? He's going to see you through. He's going to give you the tools and the resources that you need. He just needs you to show up and have that right mentality. And so that's where that victorious comes from. And it's also as a reminder for those of us that when we do have those days that are bad, because they're going to come. I'm not going to, sugarcoat it and just be like, oh, everything's going to be sunshine and daisies. We're going to have those days
That
that are
ain't
not
true.
as productive.
Exactly.
But we
Exactly.
also can keep in mind that we are victorious, that we are going to make it through those days, and we're going to continue to put one foot in front of the other so that we can succeed and we can reach the finish line of what it is that we're looking to accomplish so that we can go ahead and set bigger goals and move on to the next thing and
Next,
continue
the
to do
next,
the things that
right?
we're
The
called to
next.
do.
And I'm gonna highlight, because that was my show from last year, and I
Mhm.
kept talking about victorious because it's a mindset, but it's not just a mindset. It's an attitude. It's a
Mhm.
daily acknowledgement of, listen, it may not go right, but guess what? You have to have an attitude. The way you handle it makes it victorious.
Amen.
The way you handle it makes it victorious. And these are the things that we as women can keep as we keep going. Been through a lot. We've come a long way.
Mhm.
But we are the ones that make certain things and break. We are truly birth canals.
Yes.
We are truly birth canals. And if we understand it in that level that we understand it, my God, we will turn this world right side up.
Amen.
But we come in the background. We really don't understand the true anointing and power that we have. And
Absolutely.
I'm saying this because I realized certain things, especially in the midst of COVID, especially when you couldn't, and even now when you can't really do as much as you want to do. Not that you can't do it, but wisdom says, well, listen, wait a minute.
Now,
I'm
I'm
gonna
sit
do
back
this. Yeah.
again.
I'm like, I'll pass on that. I'll pass on that. So victorious is not just a mindset, because it's more. It's all part of that being driven. It's all part of that being inspired. It's all listen. It's all part of that, And if we just get a glimpse of what it really is, women, I'm telling you, will take and turn this world upside down,
We will.
because no one determines who you are but you. You can't look for someone else to make you smile and make you laugh. You have to already have that joy within,
Mhm.
because no matter what, if you come together with someone and you're miserable, it's just going to be misery joining, because misery loves company.
Absolutely.
And that's where it comes to a point where we have to make up our mind to be the women that we're called to be, that we are fearfully and wonderfully
Amen.
made. And
Absolutely.
we appreciate the men because they tolerate us with a lot of foolishness sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm gonna add
Listen,
that.
I
I'm
know
gonna
it's true.
add that.
I
Thank
know it's true.
you. Because the trauma that sometimes we bring is really unnecessary. You know, even with each other, it's ridiculous. But then again, and this is why I'm so excited about this divas, because yes, driven, inspired, victorious,
And call to action.
and we're
And
going right there now.
and call to action. It's just what it says. Is getting up and doing the thing that you are supposed to be doing, and that's where, and that purpose is where that ties in. Every single one of us has a purpose. There's no big purpose, no little purpose, no insignificant purpose. The thing that you're supposed to do, you're supposed to do it, and somebody is waiting for you to do that thing that you have, that passion that has been put inside your heart to step out and do. And so, in doing the thing that we're doing and being called to action, we're touching all of those other letters: being driven, inspiring, victorious, because our action is going to inspire others to do things. Our action is going to show others that we're victorious and they can be victorious too. And it's also going to show others that they can be driven, that they should set goals, that they should be doing things within their life as well that's going to make an impact not only on their lives, but in the lives of others. And so, when you put it all together, you've got, just a foundation for how you are able to go about your daily walk and make an impact, first and foremost, in your own life, in your personal life, because that's going to help you set the goals that you need to set. It's going to help you to create action tasks that are going to help you to be productive and walk out and do the things that you need to do. And then it's also going to make an impact in the lives of others, the people that you are meant to touch, so that it can be a ripple effect that we are able to continue to just pass along and press forward and build upon the greatness that each and every single one of us has inside of us.
Because there's greatness in all of us. There's
Absolutely.
greatness in all of us. There's greatness in all of us. And we are, I don't do what you do. And you don't, you know what I mean? We all have, as you said, a purpose. Whether you're a woman, man, child, boy, girl. I'm gonna bring up your daughter. How old is your daughter right now?
She is 10.
And this young princess has her own business.
Mhm.
Why? Because her mother is teaching her from young, or taught her from young, to be driven, to be inspired, to be victorious, and called to action. It stems from you. It stems, and then you pour it into the next generation.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter whether you have a child or not. You can adopt someone to pour it into,
Yeah.
and not leave the amazing gifts and talents, and then it just goes to the grave.
Yep.
And this is where it gets really sad at times, because so many things, gifts and talents, have went to the grave.
Yep.
Because there was no driven, there was nothing driven, there was nothing inspiring, there was nothing, they didn't feel victorious. So every day they woke up and did not realize they had a purpose.
Yeah.
And someone is waiting for your purpose. So
Absolutely.
we're not just talking, we're highlighting women, but we're talking to everybody. Because if this 10-year-old, and I mean, she's serious about it. I watched her. She has her page, and she has her page rocking on IG. I said, she's doing better than some of them. I said, oh my, but that's what, that's what that is all about. Being driven, inspired. She watched mommy.
Mhm. Literally.
Even mommy fell down and got up. She watched mommy.
She did.
So when she watched mommy, she said, well, mommy, can I do that? And that's how that flows. You know, that's how that flows. And it becomes something driven. It becomes something inspired. It becomes something victorious. And then it becomes something that you take action.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say this today, but I'm going to let Michelle communicate what she may have in her heart. And, you know, before we close out, that call to action. What action are you taking daily? That's one of the things I got from you. That action daily. That action daily. You can't expect something different or something great by just sitting and doing nothing, or just taking, or not being consistent in what you do. You got to be consistent to be and to with the purpose. And one of the ladies I was asking, intentional every day. How am I going to get this done? Intentional. And then you don't have to wait till the day. One of the things you shared with us was plan it out the day before as much as you can. That doesn't mean everything you do is going to always go according to plan. But at least if you have a focus and a purpose, say, listen, this is what I got to do today. And this is what I'm going to do today. And you call it, and you keep calling calling it to action, you know. But you know, anyone has any comments that they want to say before, you know, Michelle and I leave, any questions, please feel free to put it in the chat. And even after, because the video is going to be there, we're going to put Michelle's information and connect with her, because she's doing a lot. I know she is. I saw her a couple of things going on, and I'm like, yep, that's Michelle. How we used to call you? 2L.
Well, that's me. I'm doing it.
And everybody like, well, someone said, no, that's an extra. No, that extra was for a reason. Say, come on, somebody. That extra was for a reason. You know, we used to make jokes about it, especially 1L. We used to make jokes about it. But the extra was for a reason.
It's for a reason. Yeah.
For a reason. And that's all I'm going to say. It's for a reason. You know, and I'm going to leave it there so I don't cause no other trouble. And leave it there. But yeah. So we're going to talk about this one more time. And I'm going to let you, you know, say, you know, your thought, and then again, introduce yourself, and we're going to close out. And I'm going to say my final thought, and then we're going to close out.
I just thank you for letting me come on and highlighting the project that we did together. Because like I said, the Diva Affirmations project is definitely near and dear to my heart. I'm so thankful that you were able to be a part of it and share, you know, your words and your inspiration. And that was the goal of this project, is to give women a voice and to just remind us just how powerful we are. And that's where the inspiring comes from. You know, this is a part of the Divitude. This is a part of inspiring others and letting them know that they are victorious and can be called to action by sharing these affirmations and giving them a foundation that they're able to lean on and build upon to just better themselves within their personal life, you know. And also some of this can be applied to their professional lives as well, because if we don't have our personal life together, then our businesses are going to definitely be affected by that as well. And so, you know, living out what I call my Divitude, you know, being driven, inspiring, victorious, and called to action, and encouraging other women to do the same. It's been a game changer for me. It has been something that has allowed me to find my purpose and to really just know that I am walking the walk that God meant for me to walk. And I'm thankful for women like you that have joined my walk and have supported me and encouraged me and uplifted me along the way. And so I just thank you. I thank everyone that's watching this. No matter what you've taken away from this, you have made a difference, and you are going to leave differently and are going to walk differently because of this.
Exactly. And we're gonna put where you can find her. Because I meant to ask her that before we got on, so I could have started to put it in there. But please put the information in there, Michelle. If
Okay.
you don't, yeah, where they could connect with you on IG, on Facebook, the group, especially a woman that may just want to be encouraged.
Okay.
Trust me, that group will give you a lot of encouragement. The group, I should say, the group will give you a lot of encouragement, and because that's what she does. Her experience and the things that she's experienced, it's driven her to do what she does.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, I appreciate you for accepting the invite, because, like I said, I know that your schedule is busy. Just before you came on, you had like 2 back-to-back stuff, and I'm like, wow, So I'm honored that you took that time with me and to share with my audience and share with those that connect. Because we've got to keep going.
Amen.
And again, I'm gonna say this: driven, and Diva's not about I dress the best
Y'all see how
and
I
my
showed
hair
up,
is
right?
long and I'm so cute. No, it's more than that. It's being driven. It's being inspiring and inspired. It's being, look, victorious and call to action.
Amen.
What actions are you taking? I'm going to leave this with you today. What action are you taking daily to be driven, to keep going? Because if you just sit back and don't do anything, you're going to miss what you really, really are here for. And you're going to leave somebody open because they're waiting on you, because you are there, or your purpose is to inspire that person. See, people think you got to inspire thousands of people. You can inspire one person.
Yep.
Part of me, my growth is from her. Being a part of the book, being a part of Perry Girls, it's a growth, even in the midst of whatever may happen. But it's a growth process.
Amen.
And you've got to, we as women, don't underestimate your power that God has given you. And it's not just about being cute. It's not just about being pretty. It's not just about I'm a queen. It's more to it than that. And I
Amen.
leave it like that. So we thank you again for joining us. We thank you again for connecting. And again, this is Michelle with 2 L's, D. Garrett. And you can definitely find her on Facebook. I know that part. IG, I
Mhm.
believe you are Diva with a Purpose, correct? Diva
Diva
with the
MD
Purpose.
Garrett.
Diva MD Garrett. That's what it is. Diva MD Garrett. And we're going to put again all that information. We're going to put the information of how you could get this book. Definitely you could connect with me and get it. But we're going to put that information because I have to wait for mine to come in. But listen, I will definitely have it. And once I have it, I'm going to keep sharing and you could connect. So I continue to thank everyone that takes time to just come on Monday and Wednesdays moment with CK. I really, really appreciate you and thank you. Listen, the moments with CK is to, again, just like Michelle was saying, to inspire and to tell someone, yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And women, let's continue to rock. Let's continue to rise, shine, and be the amazing diamonds that we are. So we are gone. We thank you. We appreciate you. Michelle appreciates you in the midst of everything. Those that took time. So as we get ready to go, we say have a great evening. And I'll see you on Wednesday with my next guest. I'm excited because I told you these women are going to bring it because that's what they do. And they already shining like the diamonds. So let's continue to do this. So have a great rest of your evening. And we appreciate you again. Continue again to stand up, stand out, and stand strong.
All right.